So today I'm going to talk about my anticipated book releases for fall of 2024. The first book on my list is A Song to Drown Rivers by Anne Leong. I'm mostly excited for this because the author is Anne Leong and I really love her other book, If You Could See the Sun. It's probably my favorite, so yeah, I'm really excited to read another book by her. This book is about a girl who is very beautiful and she's expected to marry and support a family, but then a military advisor offers her the chance to spy on the neighboring rival kingdom, so he starts training her in deception and being a spy and all that. And I believe there's also a romance between them, so that seems pretty cute. I mean, hopefully it's cute. It might also end up being tragic, but we'll see. I've had this special edition pre-ordered for a while, so I'm also very excited for those beautiful colored edges. The next book on my list is Fledgling by S.K. Ali, and this is another book that I'm excited for because I've read another book by the same author. So the author actually wrote a YA romance, Love from A to Z, and that book was so cute. It's honestly probably one of the best YA romances that I've read. It was just honestly so thoughtful and I loved the development of the main relationship. But Fledgling is an entirely different genre. It is a YA dystopia. The main character is Raisa, a girl from the more privileged and technologically advanced Upper Earth, and she is arranged to marry the crown prince of Lower Earth. But then the people of Lower Earth start a revolution to disrupt the wedding, and Raisa ends up disappearing and she ends up meeting one of the rebels from Lower Earth, and they start to sort of understand each other and be less hateful of each other's world. But the crown prince wants the wedding to continue. So yeah, I think it sounds like it could be a really cool and interesting story, and I love seeing two characters who at first seem like they have no common ground and then grow to understand each other. The next book is The Night Eaters Volume 3, Our Kingdom Come. This is the third and final book of a graphic novel horror trilogy about a Chinese American family with two twins who have to clean the house across the street, and then by doing that they find out that their mom is like involved in a lot of dark, horrific, supernatural things. That's sort of the premise of the first book. I don't want to completely spoil the first two books, so I won't go more into it than that. But yeah, I think it's really cool. I love the art. It's like really cool style and it's really beautiful and also sometimes very horrific, and it's just so captivating. And I think the writing is also good. It's really enjoyable and it's not too wordy as some comics tend to be. The graphic novels are just really great to read and look at. The next book is All About You by Shayna Veronica. This is a YA romance by a Filipino author. It's about the main character who meets a guy that she likes at a bookstore, but the problem is there's this other guy who she grew up with, and their moms have been wanting them to get together since they were kids, but she doesn't like him, so then she comes up with this plan for them to fake date and then stage this dramatic breakup so that their moms don't want them to be together anymore. And honestly, it sounds very unnecessary, but could be kind of cute, which is how fake dating plots tend to be, honestly. So yeah, it just seems like it could be a fun romance. The next book is another YA romance by a Filipino author, and that book is Midnights with You. In this book, the main character's mom is very strict and won't let her drive, so she ends up taking secret driving lessons with the boy next door. They both have some trauma and very complicated feelings toward their families that keep them up at night. I'm honestly not too sure what to expect from this book, but it sounds like it could be a very thoughtful, character-focused read, and I just like supporting Filipino authors, so I'll probably read it. The next book is The Other Side of Tomorrow by Tina Cho and Deb J.J. Lee. So I'm mostly excited for this because Deb J.J. Lee is a really amazing artist, and I read their graphic memoir in Limbo and that was really good, and I've also seen their art outside of that and it's all just so beautiful. Anyway, this is a graphic novel about two children who meet after one ends up saving the other's life, and then they decide to try to leave North Korea together. And aside from the art, it also seems like it'll just be a really important and emotional story. And continuing with comics, the last book on my list is Life is Strange, Forget Me Not. The trade paperback is supposed to release in early December, so technically I could read one of the issues now, but I'm trying to wait. This is a sequel to the video game Life is Strange True Colors, so I'm not really sure if it's readable for people who haven't played the game, but I would recommend the game. It's one of my favorites. It's about a girl named Alex Chen, and she reunites with her brother after years of being apart, and then he dies, and she spends the game trying to unravel the mystery of his death while also finding out more about who he was while they were apart. She also has powers, so she's an empath and she can sense people's emotions and also kind of read some of their thoughts about why they're feeling that way. And she also is like very affected by their emotions and realizes in the game that she can sort of change people's emotions as well and like absorb them into herself, but it can negatively impact her. So the player gets to make some of those choices about whether she needs to just let them feel that way or try to absorb their feelings. There's also some variation on the ending, but the comics are just continuing from one of them. So yeah, those are the books I'm looking forward to coming out this fall. Let me know what books you're looking forward to and if you've added any of these to your list. Anyway, thanks for watching and hope you found something rad.